Welcome, Paparazzi Consultants. My name is Philip Beadle. I'm on the Wayru team. And today we're going to be talking about managing funds in Paparazzi Premiere. Let's get started. In Paparazzi Premiere, before I get into the discussion today, there is one prerequisite in managing funds inside of your account, and that is setting up your Paparazzi Premiere account and then applying for your ProPay account. Once you've set up both of those things, then you have the opportunity to manage funds. So in Paparazzi Premiere, there are two ways that the consultant can receive their funds using Paparazzi Premiere, and that is to conduct sales. So when you accept a credit card for payment or a debit card for payment in all the ways that you can accept payments for orders inside of Paparazzi Premiere, those funds are going to be added to your account. So we allow you to sell in person at vending events. You can sell through invoices. You have your own e-commerce account, so your own website with Paparazzi Premiere, and of course, reply to buy. So when you accept payments through any one of those sales methods, those credit card and debit card sales are added to your account the very next day. And that includes weekends and holidays. So if you literally conduct a sale on Christmas Eve, let's say, on Christmas Day, those funds are going to be added to your account, and you're going to be able to access those funds and spend them or manage them in all the ways that we'll talk about today. So next day funding, including weekends and holidays, when you accept a credit card for payment. In addition to that, you can also add funds to your ProPay account by connecting your checking account directly to your ProPay account, and we'll get into how you can do that. But you can transfer funds from an external source into your Paparazzi Premiere account as well. Those funds are available within 7 to 9 business days, and you need to validate your account before you can transfer funds from that external source. But if you're accepting payments, whether it be cash, checks, Venmo, or PayPal, and you want to manage all of your business funds in one account, outside of doing sales through Premiere, you can transfer those funds into your Premiere account so that you have access to those within Premiere. So let's actually get into the app, and we'll show you how you can do that. So here's Paparazzi Premiere, and I want to be able to manage funds, and that's what we're talking about today. So you can see that I have $459 available in my account, and there at the bottom of the page there, add funds to my ProPay account. You just select that. Again, I've not done a bank account validation, which is required for this action. So once you've gone through that step, you validated the account, and that is now complete, you can simply just add funds from whatever checking account or savings account you've connected to your ProPay account directly into your ProPay funds. Once those funds are made available, your account balance will reflect that. So again, adding funds from an external source to your ProPay account is one way to get funds into your Premiere account, or additionally, just conducting sales. When you sell through invoicing, e-commerce, reply to buy, or those face-to-face sales. Once you have funds available on your account, you have several options to then manage those funds. Number one, we offer that Paparazzi Pink Prepaid MasterCard. Once requested, received, and activated, the available balance that you have on your account can be used instantly at any business that accepts MasterCard. So if you want to go to Paparazzi's site to purchase more inventory to sell, you can use this card. If you're wanting to get gas or pay for pizza for the soccer team, you can use this card anywhere that MasterCard is accepted. And you can use that available balance on your card. The next option is to just transfer those funds to an external bank account. So whether it's a checking account or savings account Once you go through that sign up process, you're giving information on the checking or savings account that you desire to connect to the account. And once you have funds available to manage, you can transfer those funds to that same account. Funds transfers take 2 to 3 business days to complete, and the cost to do that funds transfer to a bank account is only 35 cents per transfer. So we also have a third option when managing your funds, and that is an instant transfer to a debit card. And with this option, it allows you to instantly transfer same business day, much in the same way that the Cash App or Venmo or Square or these other solutions allow you to do same day transfers. We allow this the same opportunity within Paparazzi Premiere. You just connect a debit card. Again, do not connect your Paparazzi Pink card to this. It's already connected. Those funds are already on that card. But if you wish to transfer it to another card, you just enter in that debit card number, and within a couple of minutes, those funds will be on that instrument. The cost for that transfer is 1% of the amount transferred, just like it is with all the other solutions, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, et cetera, et cetera. So let's go ahead and let me just show you again in the app where you go to do that. So in the menu, we just simply select Manage Funds. And in selecting that, you're already in the area to see your balance and to do the types of management that we've gone over already. If I wanted to instantly transfer to a debit card, I select that option and I just go through the screen flow. Now you'll notice that on the screen, I have not entered a debit card number in there. But once you do that, it will save it to the account so that the next transfer is a lot easier and quicker for you. Put in the destination. On the next screen, you put in the amount that you wish to transfer, and there's just confirmation that you want to make that transfer. It'll show you the amount of the fee that will be assessed for that. Again, it's 1% of the amount that you're transferring. So if you're transferring $100, it'll only charge you $1 for that transfer. So that's an instant transfer to debit card. If I just wanted to simply transfer it to an external bank account, again, in the account setup, I placed my Bank of America account information in the app, and it has remembered that. And so it's just confirming that that's the account that I want to transfer funds to. Here you'll notice that I have $459.83 available. This is a different environment, so I know that I mentioned 35 cents is the transfer fee. This one says 30. It's just a test environment that we're using in this case. And so it shows the amount of the fee that will be assessed for that. And the minimum amount that I can transfer is a penny, and I can transfer up to my available balance, which again is $459.83. You put in the amount that you wish to transfer. There we go, $100. And then it's just going to confirm. Do I want to transfer that? Hit transfer, and within 2 to 3 business days, those funds will be transferred to that account. Okay. And so that is managing funds. Instant transfer to debit card, ACHing funds to my bank account of choice, and again, showing my available balance. Here on the same screen, if I wanted to add funds to the ProPay account, as I indicated before, all in one convenient screen for you. So let's move back to the slides. I want to quickly go over all the areas within Paparazzi Premiere where you can view your available balance. We've already discussed one, just going to the menu and selecting Manage Funds. Conveniently there at the top of the page, you're shown your available balance. But we also have other areas where we can show that to you and display that information. One is just in the ProPay card management area itself. In card information, and we'll go over that in just a moment, you're able to see your status of your card, your available balance, and you can also take some actions there on that card should you have misplaced it. If you want to report it lost or stolen, you can do that, request a new card, etc., etc. Again, we'll show that to you in just a second. Also, in reporting, there are two reports, transaction report and transaction search, where you're able to view your available balance there, as well as other information that is very helpful as you're trying to manage your account and your balance within that account. So let's go back into the app and let's demonstrate those to you as well. So again, just going to the menu and selecting manage funds, we're already there, conveniently showing and displaying that available balance and able to take those additional steps to manage your funds. So if we go to reports and transaction report, we just simply have to give it a date range of activity we want to look at. And this is a great report because all account activity, so when I'm conducting sales and accepting a credit card for payment from one of my customers, that information is going to be found here. I can find individual transactions with my customers here. If I give them a refund, you'll see those transactions here. If I make a funds transfer to a debit card instantly, those will be captured here as well. If I do a transfer to my bank account that takes 2 to 3 business days, that will show here in this transaction report. When I use my Paparazzi Pink card to make a purchase with Paparazzi or any other vendor for that matter, all of that activity is within this transaction report, all conveniently here for you. And at the top of the page, once I put in the date range that I'm looking for information for, you can see the beginning balance from that period and the ending balance for the date range that I put. You can see here at the top of the page, I'm looking at a date range of June 1st to August 8th. And the beginning balance at that time period was $310. I've done some sales and I added $161.26. There were some fees and some things that I've done to have subtractions from that balance. This can include refunds to customers. And all in all, the ending balance for that is $459.83. The same number that you noticed in this managed funds section right here at the top of the page. Again, the benefit of going to reports and looking at that transaction report is that I can see all of the individual details of transactions that resulted in that end balance just by looking at the bottom of that page in completed transactions. Now, if I used my Paparazzi Pink card during the same time frame, and let's say that transaction has yet to settle, I've gone to Paparazzi's website to buy more product, and I just did that today. Well, it would show up as a pending transaction and it would have affected my balance as well up here. And so that's where you can see all of the different types of transactions that you've done as a business, whether that's sales that you're conducting or whether you're managing funds and making transfers or purchases from your business, all from one convenient report right from within the app. Let's go into the ProPay card section, and I'll show you that final area where you can see your balance. So if you go to the menu and hit settings and scroll down to this payment processing and banking section, we're going to select ProPay card. And here we're going to select card information. And again, this is where it displays current status of your card and then account balance, $459.83. It agrees with all the other reports and all the other areas. And if I needed to manage that card, report it stolen, or order a replacement card, I have those options at the bottom of the page there. So that is reviewing your available balance. Let's get into this topic of your Paparazzi Pink card. Some of you may not be at that status where you already have it in hand and you are wanting to get in on the action and have one yourself. So how do you do that? So within the app, we have all of these capabilities of managing your Paparazzi Pink card. So let me show you that within the app, display this back up on the screen for you. And within settings, again, we just were there. Scroll down to payment processing and banking. Once your ProPay account has been approved, this entire section comes alive in your app. And you'll have this option for ProPay card. And in there, right after card information, you have the ability to request a card. On this test account that I have, I've already requested it. And it's saying, you know, the same message that it states after you've selected that is that your card has been requested, that confirmation that it'll take up to 4 weeks to arrive. Most are receiving their cards within 2 weeks. So that's where you go to request it. If you've already done it, this is what will show and display on that page. You can't request a card more than once within this specific page. Once you've received the card in the mail and you're ready to activate the card, all you have to do is go back to this setting. Again, you can menu and settings down to payment processing and banking, ProPay card, and then activate the card. Just provide the information that the screen is requesting, last 4 digits of the card, the expiration month and year. You then establish a PIN. This is a ProPay prepaid MasterCard. And so you are able to establish a PIN and go to any ATM and withdraw funds from your account. That's the main reason that the PIN exists. So once you've filled out those necessary areas on this page, hit activate. That card activates within seconds, and you're ready to use your card for purchases. Let's say that you've misplaced your card. Again, you go to the same ProPay card section. You can conveniently report it lost or stolen, and subsequently request a new one, a replacement card. If you have forgotten your PIN and you want to just reset it, within this section, you have that update card PIN option and manage that. Since I have not activated the card, this page is coming up as denied because I haven't activated it yet. But once I've activated it and set a PIN, I'm able on the screen to reset it. So that is managing your Paparazzi Pink Card. Let's go over some quick tips. These tips exist so that you have a pleasant experience with your Paparazzi Pink Card. For faster checkouts, when you're at a store physically, let's say you're at Target and you're making a purchase, you're at a restaurant and making a purchase there. Whenever you're inside of a business and using your card for that purchase, we always suggest selecting credit when making a purchase there because it will be a faster experience. Yes, this card has a PIN number that you can associate just like what we've went over. But from time to time, different merchants have different configurations. And this being a prepaid card, those configurations don't always just jive. But if you select credit at the point of purchase, you're always going to have a quick and efficient checkout experience at that business. Gas stations. Since this is a prepaid card, the card will not authorize at the pump. At gas stations, they're always doing, a $1 hold on the card. And then when the transaction is complete, they're settling that transaction for whatever amount you purchase, let's say $50 worth of gas. Prepaid cards don't like when a merchant authorizes for a lesser amount only to then settle for a greater amount. So when you're at the gas station and you want to use this card, just go and see the attendant, let them know that you want to put, $20 on pump 4, use the card, pump the gas. You'll have a very quick and efficient experience there. With that, I'm at the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, we're always here to help you. You can reach out to Paparazzi support team, but hopefully this has given you some helpful tips of all the things that you can do to manage your funds, and happy selling. Thank you for joining.